Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to the Jamo and Dylan Show. It is episode 190 today, 10 away from the double century deal.
Getting there, 2.5 months.
Massive. I remember our 100th episode. It was incredible. We got sent gifts from my auntie and mum.
Yes.
It was amazing.
It was.
It was a great day. One that I'll never forget. We went to the party shop as well.
Should be in September, the 200th.
Oh, just
it's a
like
good
the
month
AFL
for it,
Grand
bro.
Final.
Yes, wow.
It could even, I don't know what the...
It may fall around it, I don't know.
Yeah, Grand Final week or something.
That would be nice. That would
And
be
you know
nice.
what happened Grand Final week last year? We were in Melbourne and we did the Fellas episode. Those boys have been active on Threads, the new app.
Yep. They've been active in general. I've
They
seen,
have.
in Mexico with Chip and Poddy C went there. And
I think it was another proddy.
Yeah.
He gets to like pick where they go and what they do. So for a YouTube video, I believe. But it looked like they had fun for sure. So we were supposed to do an episode today, a guest episode.
Yes, we were.
We kept it a secret from you guys just because we weren't sure that it was going to happen.
We're filming on a Saturday. This has been put back. It's been a weird week.
Yeah. It's going to have to be a quick turnaround this week. Busy weekend too, so bear with me. But yeah, we had this platinum record artist. He's had a #1 song in the world.
Yep.
It was a monster song.
And he's had another song that did pretty well.
Definitely.
Another big one.
Now,
But it's been a while.
Yes, and we went back and forth with him
Yep.
because he likes the Who's Punching videos.
Yes.
Right?
And he was a bit flaky.
Yeah, just like, well, we understand he could be a busy bloke,
Mm-hmm.
like he was in different states and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then he goes, all right, let's lock in Friday night. I won't be busy on Friday night LA time,
Yep.
which is Saturday morning over here in Perth. Then he leaves us for a couple of days. I gave him a time. Does this work for you? And nothing.
About
right?
2 days left on, not even read.
Yeah.
It was just not opened.
Then opens it. So I sent a message last night
Yep.
just saying you're still good to go for tomorrow. You'll need a microphone and a camera. That's it. We'll do the rest. We get a message this morning. I wake up early in the morning.
Yeah, why were you up at 6:22?
Because I went to bed sending the message to him, right? And then I was thinking, well, I want to like be up in the morning to see it. And then, I don't know, my brain woke me up at that time.
Yeah.
I was always going back to sleep. I checked. He said, oh no, he didn't reply at that stage, did he? I think you...
He replied,
At what time?
wait, what? No, he sent you a message about he was going to a different city and we need to change the time.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
then you went back to bed. I woke up, read your message. And then when I woke up, he had sent a message saying, will the laptop microphone do for the audio?
Yeah, and unfortunately it won't.
That's a no-no.
Because the laptop microphone is awful.
It won't sound beautiful like this.
We want an actual microphone. And we thought a recording artist would have one.
At all times?
Yeah.
In
But
his
then-
backpack, in his car.
Back pocket.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, he was actually in a different state, which, he wasn't busy apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like he was. So who knows if that will come about again.
He's been put on the back burner. Quality's better. Quality is more important than any guest.
Yes.
I'd rather, having a guest with bad quality is not nice.
And maybe he's lost his opportunity.
Yeah, maybe.
We're quite strict with these things. We had a person who, he didn't show up on the day.
No, and didn't message.
Didn't even message until ages after.
Then he came crawling back.
Came crawling back a couple of years later and he will not be featured on the show.
No.
And we're quite strict with these things because we arrange our weeks around them.
Yeah.
And then if they don't give us the common courtesy to show some respect.
Even just a message saying can't make it, yeah, whatever. But to not message is rude.
Yes.
We can't be disrespected like this. And we don't stand for it.
Exactly. And that goes in life as well for you guys. If someone doesn't make the time for you or doesn't do this with you or that with you, doesn't put the effort in, why should you return the effort?
And we've had an interesting week with that. There's been lots going on.
Mm-hmm.
Some potential deals coming up.
Yep.
Two of them are very
about.
exciting. We can't release details. One of them just to do with like the podcast, like a sponsorship we're excited about.
And then one of them's an opportunity.
One of them's the opportunity. We can't talk on it yet.
No.
But
There's actually strict laws in the contract where we can't talk about it.
we're gonna read that after. But when we
Yes.
can talk about it, we will. We're excited, and we think you guys will be excited.
Most definitely. Yesterday, Dill, we had a very interesting day.
Yeah, bro.
A range of emotions for us, really, because we'd arranged to play a round of golf.
Yes.
I won't name the place, but I'll say that it's close to home,
Yeah.
and we were very much looking forward to playing.
Even though
there.
it feels like it shouldn't be close to home.
Yeah, it's weird.
weird.
It's so strange because it's tucked away.
Yeah.
Now, this place is normally a private golf course for members only.
Yep.
But I think they have, was
Open
it
to
Wednesday,
the
Friday?
Public Wednesday, Friday, maybe one other day.
Okay, so 2 or 3 days a week to the public.
Yeah.
So we booked, we go there, and instantly, like I got there first and I sent you a
Yeah.
message and said, bro, I'm scared.
Yeah.
It was an intimidating environment.
It was all old dudes.
It was,
Rich
but
and
they were all members, you
yeah,
could tell.
they were all members.
They all had the appropriate clothing.
Yep.
I had golf shorts and a polo shirt, and I still didn't feel like I was good enough.
Yeah.
It was, well, like we walked into the pro shop. Obviously, we're new to golf, so I've just got some cheap, brand new clubs. Dill doesn't have a set of clubs yet.
Nah.
So, and on the website, I believe it said that we could hire clubs. Anyway, Dill goes up, asks for a set of hire clubs, and what does he say?
He goes, first he started looking around, right? And then he went into a back room and I thought, oh, he's just going to bring him out. Didn't bring him out. Then he looks at me and goes, oh, we don't usually hire clubs. We're a real golf club. And I was like, oh, okay. But then he went and got them anyway.
Yep.
So I'm thinking like, oh, is there a need for that comment, you prick? Fucking golf elitist. You're probably shit at the sport too, bro.
Yep.
Like, it was I couldn't believe that, bro.
And then from that moment, we went to our golf cart, which we'd paid, good money for.
Yeah.
And then
The seat was completely
drenched, soaked. We tried our best to get it off, but then, you have to sit on it. So we had wet asses. We go up to the first tee, and there's 2 blokes waiting there.
Yeah.
We had no one else on our session, and we were like, okay, this is strange. He goes, yeah, we're the session after you guys, so you just tee off.
And because it's like this professional place, people don't let others go in front. I would have been happy for them to tee off.
Yeah. And
But,
one of your biggest pet peeves in the sport is when someone's watching.
Yeah, they stare at it didn't like yesterday. I've cared less than the other times.
Yeah, okay.
Because I was like, you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah.
First one I messed up. Second one made some contact. It
Yeah.
went forward, so I'm happy with that.
Then my first 2, I hit so cleanly, so far right.
Yeah,
I
they were
lost
gone.
2 balls
Yeah.
straight away. And I knew that would be an issue for the day, us losing balls, because I'd run out. Then we had to buy some there, which cost an arm. and a
They were
leg.
expensive there.
And then,
It's a rip-off golf club, man.
yeah, it was a nightmare. And then we played like shit. And then it was all wet everywhere. The bunkers had like lakes in them.
Yeah, it was very wet. There was a lot of I don't know the term, but a lot of the areas were just dirt and mud, and they were obviously maybe placing grass there,
yeah.
seeding them or whatever.
Yeah,
so there was a lot of those shitty areas. One hole was next to like a fucking dog pound.
Oh, that was a nightmare.
Yeah, I was trying to find my ball, and then there's like 30 dogs just going crazy.
Hounding.
Yeah, they were hounds, bro. Yeah. So it was an interesting experience. It was a very hostile environment. We've had better experiences at other golf clubs and courses, so at least we know not to go there.
Yeah, it's an easy, quick fix to
Yeah.
not go. And like Whaleback's an easier golf course. We'll go there, we'll have fun, we'll feel better about ourselves.
Yeah, yesterday's one was it was a difficult course as well.
Yeah. We just played 9 holes. On hole 9, you're hitting uphill the whole time.
Yeah. Some of the par 3s were like real difficult with like 3-4 bunkers around it.
Yeah, all of the greens had like 4 bunkers.
They'd have
around
like 2 bunkers to the right-hand side front of the green, 1 to the left and 1 behind. So it really doesn't leave. And the greens were really fast. It was testing.
Not good for beginners.
No.
definitely
That was not a beginner's. I don't even think that was like an intermediate course. That was
Yeah.
a difficult
So
high level.
We walked away just sad.
We learned a
really.
lesson.
We did. And then after that, we had our meeting where we got some good news, potential
Yes.
good news.
Yes.
Nothing's locked in, but yeah, we'll be able to elaborate on that in the future. But not much more for now.
And then we also saw each other the day before with Rognetta.
Oh, we did.
So we've had a big week. We went to Fremantle with Josh. he's in holiday mode at the moment.
He is. No uni at the moment.
So
No
he's-
stresses.
Yeah, he's a better person.
What he does on every day of the week, he has adopted remember the Friday term?
Yeah.
Yep. He's gone Monday, Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
And you love the Monday and Tuesday.
Because they, you need those to get through the week.
Yeah.
So I think it's a nice push. So we go to Peggy's in Fremantle with Josh because he has lots of cafes he wants to try out. And he was very angry they didn't have coffee.
Yeah,
he was
very
not
angry.
happy. The food was pretty good. We all enjoyed our
His
meals.
mood was shot straight like as soon as that happened.
But then this was the most disturbing part of this place, right? So it was me and Jamo sitting next to each other as we are right now, and Josh was across from us. We were sat next to a window.
Yeah.
They had seats outside the window. Slightly forward were two girls sitting across from each
perfect
other.
line of vision
Yeah.
for us.
So we
Actually, like disturbingly close.
they get their food and we get ours. We're eating, right? And then there was one girl sitting, like me and Jamo could see her and she could see us.
like 16 years old or something.
Yeah, and she's eating, right? And obviously her sandwich was saucy. So at every bite, first there was like a couple bits of white sauce around her mouth.
Which we
So
could kind of excuse.
I saw that and then I looked away.
Yeah.
And then it was on my mind. So it's just in the corner of my eye. I'm just noticing it subconsciously. And then I look back and I'm trying to eat too. And then it was like glumps and I was like, Jamo, like what the fuck's going on, bro? And I was watching her talk to her friend and I was watching her like grab a napkin
and
and not
do
fucking
it.
wipe it.
It was.
How gross was it, man?
She kept forgetting it was fucking filthy.
But there was a lot of shit around her mouth.
It got
eh?
to the stage where there was two big white.
Oh.
You said glumps.
It
They
was
were
like,
glumps.
bro, it looked like it was going this far.
Yeah.
It was like really
It was-
disturbing, bro.
And yeah, her friend wouldn't tell her.
it was making me feel like a little bit sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was starting to think like, okay, can you please wipe your face?
Yeah, if you don't want a coffee and you want some good food, it was good food though.
Yeah,
I
the food
enjoyed
was
it.
good. And I just hope you don't have a slob sitting outside
Yeah.
because she was, oh, bro. It was disgusting.
She'll see this, I reckon.
On Tuesday, right? I never work Tuesdays, but I decided to pick up a shift.
Okay.
And this dude came in at like 9:30, right? And he's either had the most interesting life or he's
9:30 p.m.
a.m.
a.m.
So, 60 years old. So he's either had an interesting life or he's a liar. So tell me where you draw the line, all right? It's a lie.
Okay.
So he comes in, starts having a chat. He goes, somehow he gets onto Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And he says, I got Bitcoin real early on. It's worth about 80,000 now.
Yep.
But I won't be able to access it. I lost the access key.
Right.
So I was thinking, you know what? I have read an article about that.
Okay, that's believable
yeah.
to me. Yep.
So he starts talking about the access key, talking about Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. I thought, okay, interesting bloke. And then he goes, yeah, actually, so, my family are quite wealthy from Austria. That's where we come from. I thought,
Believable.
Believable. Then he goes, so one of my uncles in Austria owned a lot of houses and land and stuff, but during World War II, he sold it all up and left. He was forced out by the Germans.
Okay.
So now there's about $1 million in a Swiss bank, right?
Yeah.
That's locked away in the Swiss bank. They can't access it.
I'm skeptical.
Because the paper that you need to access this $1 million got burned. His uncle killed himself and burnt the house down, bro.
Well, okay, it's starting to get unbelievable now. Yeah.
So they can't. But he says he gets letters from the Swiss bank all the time,
okay.
and they say, the money's here, but they'll never be able to access it.
They can't access anything, this bloke. He
So,
needs keys,
all
special
right,
keys.
doesn't so then, right? So after the World War, right, they fled to Argentina,
Okay. Yeah. I can believe
and
this. So,
his grandfather was their religion was Russian Orthodox,
Yep.
and his grandfather was the Archbishop of the Russian Orthodox Church in Argentina in out of World War II. And then they were wealthy in Argentina, owned lots of land, lots of houses, lots of real estate, right?
Man spent some time on Ancestry.com, I reckon.
Yeah, but he's just in Perth, right?
Yeah,
So remember, this dude's in Perth somehow. Then also can't access any of these houses or land in Argentina due to, he reckons, some corruption that happened and the Argentinian government just took all the land and the houses and said it's ours.
Yeah, okay.
So this man's missed out on Bitcoin.
Yep.
His granddad's the
Million,
Archduke Bishop of Cardinal of Russian Orthodox Church. He's got $1 million in a Swiss bank and the real estate moguls in Argentina, but the government won't So he's missed out on 3 fortunes.
Were you like giggling or anything or no?
When he mentioned that his granddad was a cardinal of the Russian Orthodox Church in Argentina, that's when I smirked, bro. I was thinking like, oh, you got to be taking the piss now, man. Like, it was a good story. And even after the Austrian bit, I kind of was like, yeah, the million, maybe there's some weird law that you need a certain sheet of paper. But then when I'm thinking these people have gone all over, how can one family have success over 3 different countries?
Did he look successful?
He just looked normal.
Like an average
And I'm
Joe.
thinking, if you're so successful, like, you know, your family's got this drive, how are you just in Canning Vale, bro?
Yeah, like find the access codes.
Yeah, it can't be that difficult.
I thought, like, I was reading this and I just skimmed over it. And I thought that said assassin. And I was like, nah, surely he's not an assassin next.
Yeah, he tells me about his assassin. That might be part 2. I hope I get to see him again. But I just think he's either lying or it's really an incredible life story.
It's like, but the story that was true apparently was Pablo Escobar burning millions and millions of dollars to keep his kids warm. It just sounds unbelievable.
It does sound unbelievable, but I guess he had billions, didn't he?
Yeah.
I've seen they estimated his net worth at like 30 billion or something.
And then they would he'd have people store all of his money in like farms and paddocks. And then I think a lot of people went digging to find it. And a lot of people found it. But it was all...
Oh, like muddy. Like that was like that. There's a movie American Made with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And it's
I've seen that.
Yeah, based on a true story. And he was making so much money that he would hide it in the walls in his house. And he was flying for Escobar based on a real dude who got killed. So, yeah, they were making so much cash back then. And I guess they didn't want to make, you can't declare that. You got to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Imagine it making more money than you can spend.
Like they would say you could buy normal things, like day-to-day things, but your big purchases you couldn't really get clearance for.
Yeah, because like if you just go buy a Lambo, it's going to raise some suspicion.
Yeah.
We hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the Poddy, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
Quick question, would you rather lose all your money or all the photos and like videos you've ever taken?
Wow. It's tough.
That's really
good one, bro. So it's all the money in your bank account. Why?
Okay.
You're starting from 0 or every photo and video that's ever been taken.
And like just in our current circumstances, like if I lost all my money, I would still have my family to somewhat take care of me.
Yeah.
But
you obviously still got a home to live in. It's right here, right now. So every photo and video that you've ever taken is gone.
Does that include YouTube? Like all of the YouTube videos we've done? Probably would.
For us, I'm going to include it. So that includes every TikTok, Instagram, all our personal photos.
Yeah, I want to keep all of that.
Maybe I'll let the money go.
I'll let the money go as well.
Because it's not like I've got like millions, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll let the money go. Because a lot of those photos and videos you can look back on in years. Money will come and go. Photos and memories can't.
Because it's a lot of content out there.
Exactly.
A lot of man hours,
For sure.
But that's a good one. I feel
it's
like
a great question.
A lot of people will get rid of the photos, I think.
Yeah, but I value those so much. Like, especially we always bring it up, but like the Poddy with the fellas and the Brownlow night.
Stuff like that. That stuff is priceless, bro. Like those memories fill me with so much joy.
And if we pull out that photo, there's a million stories behind it.
Yeah.
Such a vivid story as well.
I can see it clearly.
Yeah.
Wow, what a night.
We're going to have to explain this one ourselves because that was the most awful
And usually he's good.
Yeah. No, it's because he was walking
Out of KFC.
and there was wind and he's next to a busy road.
Next to a freeway, bro, probably.
So we need to explain this one. I won't include that actual voice message. But
Basically,
this guy,
kept Zula, right?
Yep.
Always messages and goes, you would never be able to... He overheard this, and you would never be able to go back in time and kill your grandfather because you wouldn't exist. Surely there's a loophole. Surely there's a way around that.
Yeah, time travel. So you time travel back in time, kill your grandfather.
And then so would you just like cease to exist in that moment? Is that you just be gone?
It's an interesting way of killing yourself, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. Does it count?
It's pain free for you.
And So then what? Do
You'd
you
never-
reckon in that moment you're just boom gone?
Maybe, I don't know. You'd never have a dad. Well, no. I think if
Oh
you
yeah, because you wouldn't even have a dad, bro.
no, but if you
Wait.
if you killed that person, so like okay, you go back in time, you kill your grandparent, right?
Yeah.
In that world, in that realm, you're still alive in my head,
Same. Yep.
right? But when you come back, there won't be a you.
Maybe you've just changed a different reality. Like it splits. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So now there's a new reality without you, and the old
But then
one
would
still
you look
has
different because now you got a different granddad?
Imagine your face.
Yeah,
Wow.
You look like
For
2
worse,
ratings
and
better.
then you're like, oh, granddad,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
But then you could just time travel back and undo. No, you can't undo murder, unfortunately. Like you can't go back in time and change it again. Oh no, you could go further back.
and stop.
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah, you probably could just keep doubling down,
Yeah, you can. Okay, let's say that you brutally stabbed your granddad
and then
to death,
regretted it.
right? You can go back 10 minutes beforehand and
stop
say,
yourself.
"Hey, man, just
I'm
go."
you from the other one. Just tackle him out of the way. Maybe you could kill him. Wow, I like this.
If you kill yourself in that, but then you've got 2 of you. No, that's cheating now. Like if you go back in time, then there's you 10
And
minutes.
you.
Yeah. Nah,
I
stop
like that. Nice.
Hey boys, love the potty. I have a story where I actually don't believe my boyfriend. So he is actually convinced that he's seen a moose whilst he was driving to work the other day. And I just don't believe him. I said, babe, we don't have mooses in Australia. But he is absolutely convinced. So I told him to pull up the dash cam footage from his car. And because it's like 4:30 in the morning, we can't see anything because it's pitch black. So I don't believe him. But we do live in like a rural area. So I'm like, maybe he's seen a deer, not a moose. But he is convinced that it is a moose. And I said, do you know the difference between a moose and a deer? And he said, yes, it was a moose. But I just don't believe him. So I guess that's one way he has a story and I just don't believe him.
I have 2 theories. Okay.
What do you reckon he's seen?
First theory, big deer. I've seen deer in Australia. There are deer farms as well.
Moose are huge.
They are monstrous.
They are huge.
Second theory, a moose farm. Or like someone who owns a moose.
I reckon he's seen a big deer.
Yeah, that's why it was number 1.
The moose are like as big as cars.
Bigger.
Like they're the first video I saw of one, I couldn't believe my eyes, bro.
Yeah.
It shook me. I showed like my brother and stuff a few weeks ago and they were like, what?
American moose.
Bigger than 4-wheel
large.
drives.
Yeah,
Like double.
Let me
They're
find
huge creatures.
American moose next to car. That's the one.
Yeah, that video,
There's
bro.
that video.
That fucks me up, honestly. It's unbelievable. Who's that guy? Niger?
Big Niger.
Big Niger, bro. 7'9".
7'9". So he was from Nigeria, basketball player. He's so big that he can barely like jog or run. He just walks, but he doesn't need to jump or anything to dunk. Look at this photo, Dill.
Oh my goodness, bro.
So it's a car. It's had a crash with a moose, and the moose is all tangled up inside.
Oh, that's a difficult. Throw the car away, eh?
My God. See, like that's the size that I expect. Like, the size of an SUV.
Yeah.
Monsters. And then they must be pretty strong. I reckon they could like knock a small car over.
Yep, I agree.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Big Niger versus Moose in fight. Who wins?
Moose.
Yeah?
With those big antlers, bro,
Yeah.
kills him straight through. This is a response to the baby on board sign.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So she's explaining why.
Hey boys, so I was just listening to the potty this week and you guys were talking about the baby on board sticker that cars have. I've actually been told that when a car's in an accident, they have that so that the ambulance knows that there's possibly a baby in the car that's stuck or can't get out. If the parent's like injured and they can't help the baby, it's like a warning to paramedics that there's a little person inside that needs help. Anyway, hopefully that gives some insight. Good job with the potty, guys. You always do well. See ya.
Thanks, Maddie. We appreciate
High
that.
quality message.
Very high quality.
That
That's
makes
what
a
we
lot of
like.
sense now.
It does.
Yeah.
And I retract my statement of saying they're dumb.
Yeah. Now I actually get it.
Yeah, now I feel bad for what we said.
But you live and you learn.
We do,
That's
and
what,
we just
that's
learn.
what life's about.
That's what
you
we're
know?
good at. living and learning.
We are good at learning.
But yeah, it's a very good point because the baby could be anywhere in that car. Small, aren't they?
Yeah, bro.
Very small. So yeah, good idea actually for whoever made the baby.
Yeah,
on
whoever
board
thought of
sign.
that? Smart person.
We actually
bro.
sell them at work and like.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah, a lot of signs like that.
Hey boys, just listened to the most recent episode of the podcast, and it was the question whether to take $10 million now or $1,000 each day for the rest of your life. I think a little bit differently. I'd take the $10 million now. Only reason being is that $1,000 now is worth obviously $1,000, but $1,000 when we're 40, 50, or even 60 isn't going to be worth what it is now. So like $1,000 in 30 years time might buy you like a tank of petrol. You know what I mean? So I don't think it'll be worth as much. Whereas 10 million now, you could buy a lot of shit that's going to go up in value, if that makes sense. Let me know what you think.
It's a very good thought.
It is a good thought. Obviously, we can look 100 years ago and see where money's
I know what you
gone.
mean. With inflation and stuff, that makes me think different.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy. And, he's thinking outside the box, and I like that.
I'll take the 10 mil now, have like a really fun 10 years.
Yeah, because the world's stuffed anyway, right?
Yeah, and then just dip.
See, we need him on our team.
We
That's
do.
a finance
That's
guy
a
right there.
smart
That's a
thinker.
smart man.
What was his name? Lachlan?
Lachlan. Good bloke.
It's now time to dive into your deepest and darkest confessions. Let's hear what the people have to get off their chest.
Hey guys, hope you're well. Funny story for you. Recently was scrolling through my Instagram when the people you should follow may know tab came up.
Okay.
Normally I scroll past, but weirdly it caught my eye as I saw my ex-girlfriend and her business account were both there. I then proceeded to click on the accounts only to realise she'd unfollowed me on both and removed me as a follower. I presumed we were on good terms. To make it even more interesting, she'd unfollowed my sister, yet continues to follow my two best friends, whom since the breakup have told me how much they couldn't stand her.
Okay.
Thanks, boys. Love the potty. Love from London. Follows the friend still, gets rid of the sister and her. It's
Yeah.
interesting, isn't it?
It is. I can kind of see where she's coming from though. Like, I think she's getting rid of the people that will have like an emotional reaction for her. So like, if she keeps them, if she doesn't have to see her ex's stuff, because you can be on good
But
terms.
do you reckon she sees like, because her friends might post her on a story, do you reckon she follows them just to get like a little glimpse every now and then, a
Maybe.
bit of excitement in her life?
Mate, that's like an alright theory.
Yeah.
Or maybe she, like, to be fair, you probably would think, okay, if I'm getting rid of my ex, I should get rid of everything to do with her. But people are weird, man.
Everyone deals with it differently.
They do.
It's an odd situation.
Bro, the sky is grey. Like, it's actually just pure grey.
Last night, there was some of the creepiest like mist ever, bro. I
Yeah.
went outside, the moon was like kind of low and like half clouded, and the air was just like this mist and it was hard to see. And like with the street lights were kind of looking yellow, and I was like, what the fuck?
You know the hills out the back?
Yeah. It's like a horror movie.
Bro, it's so sick when like the clouds get really low and then there's mist as well. So there was mist like towards the ground and then clouds, and you could only like there's sometimes you can't even see the hill because it gets fully covered. It's creepy.
It feels like
weather.
you're in like Stranger Things or something. It's a great feeling.
I often like sometimes I watch shows and it can be snowing or something, but I never acknowledge that it could be I never acknowledge that it's really cold for the people acting.
Oh no,
I've never
think
thought about
that.
like
no.
if they're in the rain, I'm like not even thinking it's a cool shot. I'm literally just watching for the
Yeah, same.
plot.
Like I don't think like, oh, I wonder how that was. I don't really
Yeah.
care. It's like you're an actor.
Yeah.
To me, it's all fake.
Yeah.
Like-
What I did become more aware of watching movies and stuff was like stunt doubles though. And I can actually pick when it's an actual stunt double or not now. Just because I've watched so many breakdown videos and stuff.
Yeah. Old Tom Cruise just doing it himself.
Yeah.
Legend, bro.
There was one guy, there's actually a lot of stories where stunt doubles have died.
Yeah,
or
heap,
like
bro. A lot of them
become
do.
quadriplegics
Yeah.
and stuff. And it just gets swept under the carpet.
It's a dangerous job.
Remember when that bloke accidentally killed that girl because there was a loaded gun?
And Alec Baldwin, I think. That was crazy, bro.
Imagine the guilt.
Something's weird there. Why is the gun loaded properly?
Yeah, that's pathetic. Why is it a
where's-
real gun?
Why is it a real gun? It makes no sense, bro. There's a bit more to that story.
Definitely. Breakups?
2 breakups. Introduce it, mate.
Welcome to Breakups. Wait, is it just breakups with Jamo and Dylan? Or more? No, it's any breakups now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a morning one or anything. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To just breakup
Breakups,
stories.
just good ones, yeah.
All right. Welcome to Breakup Stories.
Here you go.
All
Give it a read.
Hey, boys. Love the potty. Quick little morning breakup story. Okay, it is a morning one.
This is good. I love the morning ones the most.
You've read this? I haven't.
I did read it, but I've forgotten it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was dating this boy who I met after I had booked my girls' trip to Europe, but he encouraged me to still go as it was a while away and he didn't care if we had to do a long distance thing for a while.
Okay.
Fast forward, I go on the trip and 4 months later I get back to Australia and he didn't want to come and get me from the airport.
What a trip.
Wow. 4 months?
God damn.
And he waited.
He did.
Or did he? I get back. Okay, so she gets back to Australia.
It's been 4 months
He didn't want to come get her.
from the airport.
He wanted to wait to see me until the following morning.
Okay.
I made my way over the next morning and he sat me on the sofa and told me, I didn't miss you at all and it's over. Oh, imagine that. Come over, babe.
She's probably thinking maybe nice dinner, some flowers, a little cuddle. Nah.
I didn't miss you at all and it's over. I started to cry and he continued to explain that he was into brunettes and my hair wasn't dark enough.
Wow. Okay, he's just going in.
This is a strange thing to say.
That is a very strange thing to say.
Yeah, your hair's not dark enough.
That's weird, bro.
If you use some hair dye, it'd maybe be
Maybe
into you.
if you know.
Maybe though. Like I know it's not natural though, so it wouldn't hit the same.
Yeah.
What is this? So she's crying when he said that as well.
Yeah.
Bawling her eyes out. She's just been told she's not wanted. And then, yeah, your hair's not dark enough.
And he just doubles down, and your hair's not dark enough.
He got up and grabbed a couple of tissues. I was thinking he was getting them for me. I even reached my hand out thinking he was going to give them to me. But he proceeded to walk to the freezer and grab a Zupa Duper out.
This is unbelievable, bro.
He just didn't want he didn't want his fingers to get too cold.
Well, that's a bit of an ick, right?
Yeah, it is. He then said if I wasn't He then said if I wasn't going to yell at him, I had to leave. So he wanted to be yelled at. Went home and told my sister. She burst out laughing about the Zupa Duper tissues and she kept telling everyone about it and really emphasised the fact that I reached my hand out and everything. Bro, that was so good. I'm sorry. But
Reached her hands and then he just goes and grabs a Zupa Duper.
So, okay, breakdown, because I just want to relive it again. Dating a boy, then she went to Europe. He said he'll wait. 4 months later, she comes back.
Doesn't show up at the airport.
No, it says come over tomorrow. Comes over. He goes, I didn't miss you at all and it's over.
And you're not brunette.
You're not brunette. Your hair's not dark enough. He got up and grabbed a couple of tissues.
She reaches
out.
He walks
to the freezer to grab a Zupa Duper.
because he wants his fingers to get cold.
Then he said, if you're not going to yell at me, leave. And then burst out like, okay.
That is an all-timer right there.
That's one
Is
of
that
my
your favourite story ever?
It's not, I don't know.
One of them?
Lesbian love story was crazy.
Lesbian-
That's always there.
Why can't they contact us?
We can probably, I forget what their name was.
I forget their names, bro.
But that is definitely like a top 3, top 5 type thing.
This is
Because
a good
I
one,
had the whole image in my head.
Yeah. I forgot about the Zupa Duper part as well.
That was quality. The fact that she's bawling her eyes out, he grabs tissues. He's like the shittest bloke ever.
Boys, not sure if this will cut the mustard since most of the breakups have been fairly bad.
Okay.
I broke up with my girlfriend in Berlin airport, about to catch my flight home. I'd been to a festival with her all weekend, and in the airport saw her messaging her ex while she was sat next to me. Fair to say it was an awkward flight and drive home while sitting next to her. As always, love the pod. Keep it up, boys.
That's just a strange one, isn't it?
So he's next to her and then peeks over. She's messaging Chad.
Yeah.
Probably, I miss you. Yeah, festival was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just at Berlin. And he's gone, when will you be home? She's like, tomorrow.
What's that?
And he's just, so he's seen it and gone, what the fuck?
He's gone, who's that? That's not who I think it is
That better not be fucking Chad.
Better not be Chad.
She goes,
You serious?
She goes, why are you looking at my phone?
Yeah. Just stop it.
this is
You're
my
invasion
privacy.
of privacy.
That's an awkward flight home, bro.
Wait, so he was...
They were in the airport.
But were they leaving together?
Yeah, because they
Okay.
were together at
Yeah.
the fest, like, on holiday, I'm guessing.
Okay.
And
Because he said he was catching his flight home.
she's playing up. A lot of people break up on holidays. We've had a few of those, and it's really interesting. And I definitely, that's one way to ruin a trip.
Yeah, it's interesting as well because you've got a couple of options whether to stay on the trip and go your separate ways,
Yeah.
or whether to leave the trip.
Or just like fix it. You're on holiday. Don't be so
Yeah.
ungrateful. Like,
Yeah,
who breaks up on holiday, bro?
I remember there was a holiday that led to a breakup. Remember someone we know went on a holiday, and then shortly after the holiday that they thought went really well, they got broken up with. Yeah.
Yes, the legend.
The legend story.
Yeah, that's true. Like, he went on a holiday
Yeah.
with his girlfriend at the time. They'd been together for a while.
Yep.
Things were going well.
Well, he thought.
And I guess we thought too.
Everyone
we're
thought.
always also like, oh, I wonder what they're like together.
Yeah.
Because I remember you were in the presence of them once and you said they were really weird.
I've got a video still.
Yeah. Oh, do you have a video?
Yeah.
Can you show it to me?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that before. And they came back from the trip and that was that.
Mm-hmm.
One last goodbye, I guess.
It was. It was a sad, sad ending. Look at these memories.
Oh, wow. Toolies.
Yep. Like the best moments.
Toolies was a great time. We really did that well.
Lockie?
Oh, I loved that Lockie Harrower. I still love him, always will.
Yeah.
But that era of Lockie was so good, bro.
Yeah.
When he had the Captiva and was just smoking cigarettes and I don't know.
You loved it.
I tell him that though. I love Cigarette Lockie.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing we've been asking you guys is for guests. So obviously we had one lined up that kind of fell through. But yeah, I think we've been doing really well on TikTok and Instagram lately. So we've got a good chance of getting some of these people on.
TikTok's been killing it, bro.
So definitely send in who you want to see and we'll get around to DMing them and hopefully in the kindness of their heart they can
Iggy Azalea,
find some time.
do you want to come on the show?
She loved the Who's Punching, but they never replied to the DM.
It's probably, she probably gets a lot of DMs. I'm sure there's lots of blokes saying, I love you. Please, but we just want you for an episode.
Have you ever, because my sister got an Woody the other day.
I've never actually
finds it very
tried
comfortable.
one.
Yeah, I've tried one on before. Very comfortable.
Are they comfortable?
Not the greatest thing to look at.
No. My parents have AFL themed ones. Mum's got a St Kilda one.
The actual Woodies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dad's got a West Coast one.
Yeah, they look
wear it all
cute
the
in them.
time. Yeah, they do look cute.
Because it's funny because they're really comfortable, right? And Mum was asking
who
me,
made them is so rich.
Australian too, isn't he? Yeah.
He's worth hundreds of millions, bro.
Yeah. So my sister got one and then she forced Dad to wear it for a photo.
Oh, wow, bro. Did he like it or not?
I think he did.
Okay.
Bro, look, ready? Loves
Nice,
it.
bro.
And
Have you
then-
tried it on?
Not that one, but I have tried one on before.
Yeah.
And they are incredibly comfortable. And I'm not sure. I think in winter, especially in Perth, it's been so cold.
It's been one of the coldest winters of all time.
To whack that on at night time, acting as like a dressing gown. Do you have a dressing gown?
Yeah, but I haven't worn it in a while. I used
Yeah.
to. Yeah, I used to like wearing my dressing gown.
I had one in my teenage years. I had one.
Yeah.
And then I haven't used it or I haven't seen it for years. And I'm contemplating, I've never really been one of those people to wear one of those things.
Yeah.
But maybe I do wear a dressing gown. Or do I go a bit rogue and get an hoodie?
Maybe you get both, bro.
I'd get an all black hoodie. I wouldn't,
yeah.
one
Not
that's
an
okay.
avocado hoodie or something.
No. Or there's a Freo Dockers one, but it's got the blonde bloke, Johnny the Docker, on the side of it, all over.
Yeah.
I don't really want that. AFL teams need to get better with their merchandise.
Yeah, they're probably some of the worst in the world at doing that for some reason.
And they could make it really good, I think.
Like, yeah, they could, bro. Because
Yeah.
like you see what hockey do, you know, what basketball, American football, elite. Vintage soccer was real good.
Yeah.
They kind of,
definitely.
you know, slacked off a bit now, but AFL could do well.
The kit dealers actually opened up a physical store in the
I
city
saw that, yeah.
next door to Privacy.
Ah, friends.
So the friends working together.
we should get, if
in
we
the
get a
city.
studio, we can go next door to them.
We can.
That'd be fun.
That's actually a
Could
cool
all
little
hang
spot. Piccadilly Arcade, I believe, in the city. But yeah, big love. We appreciate you guys. Hopefully we can tell you more stuff soon about these opportunities.
Oh, follow us on Threads.
Oh yeah, follow us
Because
on
like,
Threads.
I'm still wrapping my head around it, but it seems kind of fun.
And what do you want to see from us on Threads? Because obviously you just say little things, but it's weird because we have a joint account. You wouldn't know who it's coming from. We've both got individual accounts as
Yeah.
well. Follow those too.
It's an interesting app.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very Twitter-like, but I don't know. I don't know if it will last. Like Twitter has a foundation, and it's there.
Yeah.
But Threads is just modern and new, like unique.
And the interface is better.
Yeah.
It's much more user friendly, and like I feel like that it's so well done that it connects with your Instagram. People love stuff like that, you know.
I saw someone saying that.
The Threads app is way better than the Twitter app for sure.
I saw someone saying that if you try, and I'm not sure how true this is. I just saw a post, but I probably saw a thread. If you delete your Threads account, it will permanently delete your Instagram account because they're linked.
That's
it acts
scary.
as one. So just make sure we never delete our Threads
Scared.
account.
Wembanyama went 2 for 13 on field goals in his debut. So
Yeah, but I
we'll
wish
see how
him
he
all the
goes.
best.
I saw him get crossed up big time, bro. I like, you know, some people have said he's the most exciting prospect since like LeBron. I don't think he'll be as good as LeBron, but it's so hard to, you know, he's played one summer league game or whatever. But good luck to him. I hope he does great.
Yeah.
Stays healthy.
Yeah,
it's
I
going to
hope
be
he
a
stays
big
healthy.
effort, bro.
That'll be the hard thing.
I think it's going to be a big effort.
And his build.
Maybe he'll just be the most incredible player of all time.
Maybe.
Who
I kind of
knows?
want him to prove us wrong.
Yeah, same. I like when people prove me wrong in sports.
It's like in the footy, Nick Dacos had a lot of haters saying that like he can't win contested ball. He
Yeah.
never tackles.
I've always liked him to be. I've always rated him.
Then his
I
last few
saw
weeks,
a lot of that.
he's had heaps of clearances,
Because even
contested
when,
possession.
even when people were saying that, I was thinking like, okay, yeah, fair points, but he's still winning games.
Yeah.
He's damaging. He's showing up at the clutch times, kicking goals, like
And when they were
clean
saying
possessions, like he's killing it, bro.
when they were saying those things, he was playing half back as
Yeah.
like a running half back.
and still showing up in the big moments.
Yeah.
No, I reckon he's so elite.
yeah,
He's
I think
so good, bro.
I,
It's annoying how good he is.
I think he'll win the Brownlow. I reckon he's very close up there.
yeah, he'll be right up there for a Brownlow this year.
And then I saw someone on either the Threads or Twitter, one of the two, say that they think he'll win 5 Brownlows.
I don't know about 5.
It's an incredible.
Because even like Gary Ablett and shit couldn't do more than 2. Judd. So we'll see how he goes.
But I don't know. I know Judd was elite from the start.
Yeah, Judd
Ablett
won
was
it.
pretty good.
Judd won it like second or third year, I think.
Well, this
at
is
Brownlow.
Dacos' second year.
Yeah.
So he's on a similar trajectory. And I think he could be,
Just stays injury free.
if he stays
we have
injury
to
free.
hope.
But he looks like such an ultra professional that he probably will stay
And he's
injury-free.
smart about his game, you know. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't need to go in there and be getting injured all the time for no reason, why
Yeah.
do it? You know, that's like old mentality where they'd run into a pack head first and get beaten up. And
And I reckon that he will be, this is a bold statement, but it's also not too far out of the realm of possibility. I reckon he will be the best and most creative handballer of all time. So, like, I've watched him in the last few weeks do no looks, over the shoulders, behind the back. A few of them should probably be throws, but, like, he gets away with them and they look real good. So, we'll end it there this week. Big love. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.